So today was a big day. We woke up, had breakfast at the Grand Nikko Hotel, and then we had to get ready to leave to go to Camp Zama, which is in Kanagawa,相模原, about an hour south of Tokyo. We got picked up by one of our army liaisons, and he took us to the camp. Not too much footage of the camp because you're not really supposed to be recording around the base, so really just have recordings of the housing. Here's the golf course where we ate dinner, and yeah, the kids are having fun a little bit there. But yeah, I had to do a lot of in-processing, so getting a new CAC card, Army ID card, getting our passport stamp with a SOFA stamp. Yeah, with the SOFA stamp, you don't actually need a visa. You're just coming into the country with the SOFA. And we stayed in Army lodging, so this is the room. Okay, so this is our housing room in Army lodging, Camp Zama. This is the master bedroom with Kate and Coda birds. And then kitchen, just like this is the living room. Then we got the bathroom coming up for the great unveil. Boom, 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 boom. Nice deep tub.
I want to show them something.
What do you want to show them? 2 beds.
I want to show them something.
What?
Can I hold it? And here's our old-fashioned lamplight.
Whoa, thank you. That was marvelous. Look at that thing. Woke up early the next morning to take the SOFA driver training in Camp Zama. It kind of tells you the rules of the road and driving the opposite direction, the signs and things. They had an interesting sign about masks. You know, that's not just for your protection, but it's really for everyone else's best interest. And yeah, the culture in Japan is very interesting surrounding the masks. I was very surprised. So after the driver training, got my SOFA driver's license so I could drive in Japan. Went to a Japanese thrift store. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of hard to find used items in Japan, at least for a foreigner. You know, they don't use Facebook Marketplace really. There's some Facebook groups like the Camp Zama Classifieds that sell things. But it was, even Craigslist is used a little bit, but not too much. I did end up buying a bicycle off Craigslist, but there are some other websites, but they want you to have a Japanese phone number and things like that. So I didn't really have that, so I couldn't use them. So I, wanted to really find a car. That was my priority, find a car before I start work. Because where we are is kind of rural, and we have so many kids, it's probably cheaper than buying a whole bunch of train tickets. Just buying a car. And then I also wanted to buy a used bicycle, so I was walking around to thrift stores, walking around to car dealerships, just looking for options. In Zama, at least the ones I hit up, they weren't very great options for cars. They're either really old, they didn't have the minivans I wanted. I wanted something that could seat 8, because especially once my parents arrive, it's going to be 8 of us. So I want a small minivan for the roads. I didn't want them to be too wide. Here's a public bathroom in a 7-Eleven type store. That's where I grabbed my lunch after a walk. Yeah, I had breakfast, and then I went to in-processing, which also I don't have much footage of. Kids went to Burger King. So in Camp Zama, they do have normal fast food that Americans are used to, like Popeyes, Subway, Burger King. So yeah, and they have a grocery store, a PX, department store, and of course vending machines as all over Japan. For dinner, we went for shabu shabu, which was good. But anyway, I want to talk more about those masks. So yeah, masks in Japan, I was so surprised, but when you go outside, everyone is still wearing masks, and there's no law, there's no mandate. People just are used to wearing masks for years, and they have a mask culture where when you're sick, you wear a mask. And so even outside, 99%, it's very odd to see anyone not wearing a mask, even walking around outside in the woods, in the forest. Anyway, I'll talk more about that in future vlog videos. And also I want to talk about in-processing more. I'm going to make a blog post and have a future video dedicated to those civilians and active duty who are PCSing to Japan. Next video, we go to Hakone Hot Springs, which is really cool. And yeah, that's a good part of the trip. Godspeed, everyone.